You're watching Good Business San Diego.
Welcome back. The following segment is brought to you by Seven Summits Summit. It's been described as an inspirational and aspirational event designed for high performers, executives, entrepreneurs, and athletes who feel stuck in a season of survival and are ready to transition into a life of significance. The Seven Summits Summit in Sun Valley, Idaho. Mark Pattison, former NFL player, Seven Summits climber, and founder of the event, joins us with more details on how people who attend are achieving their own personal Everests. Mark, welcome. I know you played in the NFL and you've climbed the highest peaks on every continent. Why did you create the Seven Summits Summit? What's it all about?
Well, I've learned so many things around the world. Literally, I've been on every continent that's out there, and so it's been just a thrill. And throughout my time, both playing in the NFL and doing some of these other things, I've been running Sports Illustrated for the last 10 years. I took him from number 17 to number 1. It really, as I looked out there, it just seemed like a great opportunity to tap into many of these pretty famous people that I know, to bring people to Sun Valley, Idaho. You can see a picture right here of me climbing up, and not only just have people inspire them, but also get together, get in the mountains, climb, get after it, and also have a give back to a nonprofit called Higher Ground. And so it's really about inspiring, aspirational, about getting out there, and again, about giving back.
Sounds like a wonderful event. It's great to see the pictures of it here. So you mentioned transitioning from survival to significance. So what does that mean for a business leader?
Well, I think a lot of business leaders, I mean, we've all gone through this. I mean, life is not perfect. I just wrote this book called Finding Your Summit, and really about how to build resilience and faith to rise above life's challenges. And to anybody who thinks that, it's just a straight shot from, when you are born to going through college and high school and other things that you do to your first job, and that nothing is going to happen to you. And I think we all need to be inspired at the end of the day. And I do. I mean, I became the first NFL player to climb the 7 summits. It wasn't an easy thing to do. It took me 10 years to accomplish it. Wow. But there's a lot of setbacks, through that journey. And I think that's just life. And, if I'm talking to somebody in the room, and I do a lot of keynotes, public speaking, and nobody raises their hand, if I ask the question, has anybody in the audience ever been through a challenging time, then you're lying, or it's going to happen, because that's just life. And it's really about being inspired, finding out how these other guys who, I've got a guy who played in the NFL for a long time, who's going to be one of the speakers. I've got Mariel Hemingway. I mean, talk about her grandfather was Ernest, probably the most famous writer in American history. They've had 5 suicides in their family, right? How she deals with that mental health. I've got a Blue Angel pilot, lead pilot, talking about precision and excellence. And I think when you learn from others, success leaves clues.
It's amazing stories of discipline, perseverance, overcoming every obstacle imaginable. So clearly from the images that we saw, this is not your typical ballroom conference. Tell us about how people will be elevated at this event.
Well, again, when I say about a leader, and that's who's invited to this thing, it's really about putting yourself in a position, and I think we all need, and we all should be considered leaders within your own circle of influence. And just because we talk about leaders doesn't mean you're the CEO or you're the top guy that's out there. That's me playing golf, having a great time. Look how beautiful that is. And this is when it's going to be, during the fall. And so I think everybody has an opportunity to be inspired and to rise and be the best version of themselves.
Just about 30 seconds left here, Mark. So if someone feels as though they've hit a ceiling in their career or their life, what's the first step they take at the summit?
Come to the summit, right? I mean, the first thing, action creates reaction. I have this thing about 10 more feet, and that's the biggest thing you have to do, is not be stuck and take action and come to this great summit that's going to be in the fall in Sun Valley, Idaho.
It will be an incredible event. Thank you for coming on and talking about it today. People can find out more by going to the website, which is 7summitssummit.com. And that's going to do it for Good Business San Diego today. Content segments during the show paid for by Family Law San Diego, Dobson's Bar and Restaurant, North County Bankruptcy Clinic, and 7 Summits Summit.